Alright guys, what's going on? We're down here with down in Texas today with another load. Ended up having to drop one because it was put on hold, but I'll show you this and I'll explain what we're doing down here this week. But here's the load we got. It's 4 Tellurides and it was supposed to be 5K5s, but as you can tell, I ended up having to drop one because the plant put it on hold. But this isn't that bad of a load. Again, I loaded it this way just because of the fact that by dropping the one that was sitting down here, just for ease, I just dropped this straight down and got it out of the way instead of trying to stack it and leave everything up top. It doesn't really matter. Everything's nice and low. But we're down here running this, and actually, now that I just walked out, I got a strap starting to fall off a wheel, so I'm going to put that on in a second. But this week, we got a real busy week. I got to, I'll turn this around. I got to deliver this tomorrow, which I'm going to be right pretty much at the dealership. I hope the sun's not real bright. I'm going to be right at the dealership tomorrow, tonight when I unload. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get in the truck and talk to you guys. Alright. So while we're parked here, I'm on my 30-minute break. I'm going to talk to you guys quick. We're going to deliver tomorrow morning because the plant that the dealership, 2 dealerships I got to deliver to are, they got gates on them, so I can't deliver tonight. So I'll deliver first thing in the morning, but we gotta hustle tomorrow because this is one of those weeks that you really love to do. I love running Texas to begin with, so we'll just start with that. I don't know what it is about this state, but I really enjoy running out here. But we have to deliver in the morning, and then I have to load I have to load a rental car load and then drive, 240 miles south into Dallas, deliver that, and then after I deliver that load, I have to run across to go load Volkswagens and Audis tomorrow, and try to get them on and then get to the hotel for the evening so I can go deliver those. And that's why these kind of weeks are fun, and you can make a lot of money with it. Mostly because you don't have any downtime. You don't any deadhead. Wherever you're delivering to is where you're loading up from. So it's when you cut the deadhead out, it really doesn't even matter what it pays. You can make a lot more that way, because think about it. Instead of hauling a $4,000 load, then running 2 days or a day to get your next load, and then run 2 days, deliver that's a $2,000 load, that's $6,000. I'd rather load a $1,000 load, deliver it, load another $1,000 load coming straight back, deliver that, park for the evening, and do that 5 days a week. You make 10 grand. Yes, none of the loads pay as much, but you can make more doing them that way. So like this week's going to be one of those weeks where I'm delivering to the same town I have to load my rental car load at. Then I'm delivering to the same town or the same city I'm going to be loading my next load at. So today's Tuesday. It'd be a lot easier if I could have delivered, it would have been a lot easier. I started a little late yesterday, so I'm driving into the evening. I've been parking at like 10 o'clock at night, and I don't like doing that. I normally like to be parked around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon after I've delivered and loaded everything, but it is what it is. I'm just starting a little late this week. But what I would normally do is if I could have delivered tonight, got the one load off, or the half of this load off, Then I could have gotten up tomorrow morning, driven straight up there, delivered, reloaded, ran down, delivered, reloaded, and gotten out of Dallas. But now, because I can't, because they both have gates on them, and I won't get to the first one until 9 o'clock tonight, what I'll have to do is I have to get there, and then I'll deliver in the morning at 9, then drive, it's like 60, 70 miles, to my next delivery, deliver there, reload there, and I have to have those cars back down into Dallas by end of business, which is like 4 or 5 o'clock, and have those delivered. So it makes it a little difficult, but it's fine. I mean, you just gotta hustle. It's the whole point of, like I say, it's working hard. It's not sitting around and BSing all day. It's keep the left door closed, get your miles in, and do your deliveries. So that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll make my deliveries. I'll reload. I'll get that one down there. But I'm gonna set this phone right here. Maybe it'll stop bouncing as much. Haha! Look at that. And then I will get that one delivered in Dallas, burn across Dallas, load up my next load, heading up to Kansas. So it's running hard, but these are the weeks that I personally look forward to, because look, these are your $9,000, $10,000, $11,000 weeks. These are the weeks that you make really good money at, and if they happen more often, it'd be awesome. But that's why you hustle, and that's the reason, because if you don't and you just lollygag around, sadly, I know a lot of drivers that there's no way delivering tomorrow morning, reloading tomorrow, they would possibly have that load back down to Dallas to be delivered on time. And that's why I preach all the time about the hustle. It's the walking fast. It's don't fly getting your cars on and off your trailers, because that's how you damage things. But when you park the car, just instantly get out and walk at a fast pace back to the truck. Get your straps off quick. Get your decks all positioned properly ahead of time. So when you do finally get stopped, you can just rip these things off and go. You're not messing around. Like, I got to unload 2 at my first stop. Unstrap both of them before you even take one off. Because if you unstrap the one, then drop your decks, and then drop your ramps, unload that one, then come back, put your gloves back on, unstrap that one, then back that one off, then put your ramps back on, you got to think about it. You got to walk around that trailer twice to do those straps. If you just do them the first time as you walk by, it cuts 3, 4, 5 minutes out of your unload and reload times. And the more you can do that, the faster you get. That's why I always try to get my load in, or get my load on the truck in an hour, hour and a half. It doesn't happen all the time, but that's the point in trying. Because if you can do that, that's when you start making big money. That's when the paychecks really start to kick in. And there's a lot of drivers that just, I don't want to say lazy, but there's a lot of drivers that just mope around and want to chit chat with everybody, and I don't try to be rude when I'm loading or unloading, but I don't talk to anybody. If you come up to me, I'll say, hey, how you doing, and I'll be pleasant to you, but I don't talk to a whole lot of people, and it's not because I'm trying to be rude. It's just I'm just trying to make time. If you want to chit chat, and I'll give you my phone number, and we can talk on the phone all day long. I got, like today, I'll be driving for my full 11 hours of drive time today. So hell, I'll talk to you for 11 hours. I love talking. I'm talking to this right here. So, yeah, you just gotta hustle, and I'll constantly preach it, because if I can get that through to a few people, man, you're gonna be living a really good life. This industry alone is, in my opinion, is the best industry. You can if you're willing to work hard, you can make a ton of money out here. And I want to get that across to some of you guys. Just, man, put in that hustle, jog to your cars. I do it all the time, and I'm a fat guy. So, and I'm getting older. I'm not a young chicken as I was when I first started, man. If I would have hustled the way I do now back then, I'd be in a much better shape. So, and really that's what's going on right now. Just wanted to touch base with you guys. Real quick, in the links below in the description, I have 2 apps that I use all the time. They don't sponsor me or anything, but I'm gonna tell you guys because that's I make a little bit of money off of both of them. The one is called Get Upside, and that's an app that every time you fuel up, upload your receipt, and you can get 3, 4, 5, up to 15 cents a gallon back on 20 gallons. And I'll tell you what, every 3 or 4 months, I tell them to send me a $100 check. The other one is, obviously, you guys know I invest a lot, and that's a huge thing for me, and that's Robinhood. So if you want to join Robinhood, the link's in the description below. You'll get a free stock by joining. I will too. But the Get Upside one, really, man, join that and start uploading your fuel receipts. It'll tell you where you can get money back when you fuel up, and just fuel up, take those receipts, scan them, send them in, and get your money. Every little bit helps. So, guys, I love you. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next one. I'm going to try to bring you guys along tomorrow while I'm hustling, trying to get this stuff off, and hopefully you guys can see what it's like. See you in a little bit.